All right, everybody. Well, welcome to tonight's call. We're going to cover what is Beachbody coaching. So we have three coaches that are going to talk tonight. Myself, I'm Valerie, and we have Stephanie and Dana that are going to speak a little bit about Beachbody coaching, what it is, and what it means to them. So I'll tell you about myself really to get started. I work full-time as a physical therapist. Always been into working out and, shape one way or another. And I've tried all different kinds of things to really get to that point. And some of them weren't so healthy. And some of them, at times I was track and eating apple pies every night and not caring. But I finally have found a way to really keep myself accountable to my health and my well-being, and I constantly have people around me that are in the game with me and are motivating me to do better, and I'm also helping people now do better, so we'll get into that a little bit later. But I did lose 15 pounds from the time I started at the end of February up until now, and it was all with using Shakeology, which again we'll talk about a little bit later, but also the Beachbody workouts. I did P90X when I started, and then I moved on to PiYo, and now I'm doing the 21-day fix, which is all about clean eating, and my eating habits have totally changed since starting too. So aside from my health, it started to really help me financially. As a full-time therapist, it's a good job, it's a good career, and you make decent money. Unfortunately, because of massive school debt, half of my pay every year goes to my school loans. So I'm paying back massive amounts. Have to work to make up for that. So what I ended up doing was working 6 or 7 days a week and getting really burnt out, slacking as a therapist and not giving my patients their full attention and addressing all of their needs. And I was getting to a point where it was almost depression, and I almost didn't know what to do anymore about it. And that's when I was introduced to Beachbody by my former clinical instructor, and she had signed me up with the P90X and Shakeology. And I didn't even get into coaching for the first 4 months of doing it. And I had a turning point where a friend of mine from grade school was writing on Facebook about Beachbody, and I started to pay attention to what they had to say about it because it's somebody that I knew personally. And this is somebody who's a teacher, and she has 3 children, and 4th one is on the way. And on maternity, she is actually her teaching position because of the money that she was getting. So aside from all of the health benefits that I've had and the fitness benefits from it all, it's really starting to change the way that I approach work and what I'm doing and how much a little bit of extra money every month. Crazy. So what I'll explain next is a little bit about what Beachbody is, how it starts. So it's out as a direct market. Guys, just figure out your mic are muted. Sorry, there's a little bit of on somebody's. So Beachbody, it started as a direct marketing company with Paul Deichler. Created P90X, which is an old name now, and all these other amazing programs that really start to give people great results. And it was all within the comfort of their home. You'll see them all over infomercials, and they spend a lot of money on that because they really try to reach the public. They want to end the trend of obesity in this country, and they're really starting to hit a large amount of people out there. And it hits all different ability levels. So they have something as simple as Tai Chi, which is for older, it could be for older people, but for very low fitness levels, all the way up to what we know as P90X, which I don't know about you, but a lot of people I know that did it quit because they felt like it was just too hard. But so what I'm saying is they have all different types of fitness programs for whatever somebody might be looking for. But when they started these programs, there was a network of people getting together on online forums, and they wanted to have their customers connect, and they started kind of coaching each other online. So that title coach wasn't really around, but people were sharing their stories, sharing their tips, their tricks, and also their successes. And it started to motivate other people to continue and keep on with their programs. So coaching turned into this one-on-one type of support between customers. And Beachbody said, hey, like, why don't we reward these people? They're bringing in more customers. They're bringing in more money to our company. Why don't we reward these customers that are promoting our business? So that's when they moved on to this multi-level marketing, also known as network marketing. So it's direct sales. You aren't responsible for any of the inventory or shipping or any of that back office stuff. As a Beachbody coach, you're sharing what you're doing and giving people your advice based on that, as well as a lot of other things that we'll talk about. But, you know, it's unlimited potential when it comes to the amount of money and that sort of stuff, and the reach to the people that you know and people you don't know on the online community that can really benefit from this program. So as an actual Beachbody coach, you want to know what you're going to do or what you're responsible for. So next we'll talk about what a coach is and what a coach is not. What a coach is not is a fitness expert. They're not personal trainers. They're not a nutritionist, and they don't even have their own goal body yet. A lot of people that start out as coaches may have done one program but are not at their end goal body yet. So your first day of fitness could also be your first day as a Beachbody coach, because Beachbody wants that normal person. They want that person that has flaws, that has mistakes, that is working on themselves while helping others and sharing with others their story. So what they end up doing is encouraging and supporting others. You know, Beachbody wants people that are going to succeed, people that want to be business owners, but also people that are being, you know, a product of the product. We drink Shakeology, which is a daily meal replacement, which is amazing. And we'll get into that next. But so as a Beachbody coach, you don't really need to be what people might have in their minds as a personal trainer or something like that. I myself, as a physical therapist, have a little bit of more of a background when it comes to that sort of thing. But at the same time, you know, I connect with old people. Like, those are my patients, those are my clients. And now I'm reaching out to people that are my age and seeing what motivates them and what encourages them. So, like I said, it could be your first day of fitness, and it could also be your first day as a coach. Everybody starts from somewhere. And as a coach, people become attracted to you and your story and following you when you are going through the journey yourself. So, you know, it's that motivation and support, and we do that through our challenge packs. Our challenge groups and the fit clubs that we host. Our Shakeology, we share our Shakeology with others, and some people do blogs, as well as the social media thing, or even just wearing and sharing. So wearing a t-shirt that's a body. But there's a lot to it, and I don't want to overwhelm you, but it's probably not what you think it is. And if you have in mind what you think it is, just kind of save that to the end, and we'll get to that with questions. So next, we're actually going to go on to what is Shakeology. Steph, were you going to talk about this? I'm sorry. No. Steph.
What? You want me to talk about Shakeology?
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to talk about Shakeology.
That's all right. I can do it. All right. So one of the main things that we do, so we sell the fitness programs like Val said, T25, P90X, all of those kind of programs. But we also have Shakeology, which is the healthiest meal of the day. You can have this for breakfast, lunch. Some people have it for dinner. Usually it's breakfast or lunch. There's all different flavors. It's made with 70 superfoods. It's all real foods. There's all vegetables, fruits, all your vitamins are in there. They say it's equivalent to going to a salad bar about 5 times. One of the things I like too is it helps with inflammation. I know it's helped some people with headaches. It's helped lower cholesterol. There was actually a clinical study done, and people significantly lost a lot of weight and lowered their cholesterol from that. I have it every day. My 1.5-year-old has it every day, and so does my husband. As a Beachbody coach, we do what we sell. We're not going to sell something if we're not going to do it. Every coach loves Shakeology and they love the programs, and that's how we sell it, by showing it on us. So that's why you can be at any level when you start, as long as you show people your progress along the way. And that's how we do it, by using the products. The next slide, and then get the workouts. So these are just like the different workouts we have: Chalene Extreme, Body Beast, Hip Hop Abs. We have something for everyone. If you like kickboxing, if you like dancing, if you want more strengthening, shorter workouts, we have the 21-day fix, which is the portion control program. We have a 3-day detox. We now have basically everything, and there's something for everybody. So when we talk to people, we find out what they like, their fitness level, if they have a time commitment, and then we help them pick out the right workout, and then we tell them about the Shakeology and about the health benefits, and really how fitness and nutrition really go hand in hand. Nutrition's 80% of it, but you also need to exercise. You need to get strong. You need to be able to live like best life you can, keep up with your kids, be able to work. So they really go very nicely together. And that's what we call the challenge pack. So when you hear us talk about challenge pack, that means the Shakeology and whatever fitness program they choose. So then this is me. So I'm a Diamond Beachbody coach, which I'll explain a little bit more later. The way I became a Beachbody coach is when I got pregnant with my son. I worked out for maybe the first week, and then I was like, I'll forget this. I'm going to get fat anyway. I don't need to work out. So I didn't work out the rest of my pregnancy, and then I guess like 5 to 6 months after he was born, because I don't know, I just didn't feel like it. But I was, during those couple months, I was kind of stalking people's Facebook, and I saw a lot of posts about T25 because that's when it first came out. So I was stalking about T25, Shakeology. I was Googling a lot, seeing what the benefits were. So I learned all about it on my own and just by other people's posts. And I happened to go to the beach one day and found somebody that sold it, and I was just like, oh, I already know all about it. I'm in. So I had done research for months. And the reason I became a coach, I was never planning on coaching. I didn't know anything about that. But my husband's actually in the military. And if you're in the military, you or your spouse, you get an extra discount for becoming a coach. So that means your Shakeology would be even cheaper every month. So I did it just for the discount. You don't have to sell or do anything to be a coach. There's no minimum or anything. You could do it just for the discount. And there's a discount for everyone, but military is even more. So that's how I signed up. Then I started doing the T25, drinking my Shakeology, and I loved it. And I just started selling. I'm repeating back. I just started telling people about it. And what I liked about it, people were noticing the differences on me. I was losing all the baby weight. I was starting to gain some muscle. And people were just asking me what I was doing. So I figured, maybe I should try this whole coaching thing after all. Um, One of the things that I was saying about being a physical therapist, yes, we do make decent money, but the thing is, I get so discouraged because a lot of my patients don't actually want to do physical therapy. Usually it's because a family member's forcing them to, the doctor's forcing them to. I wanted to be able to do something before that point. I want to be able to work with people that actually want it. If somebody comes to me and wants a workout program or the Shakeology, that means they've reached the point that they know that they want to get in better shape for themselves, for their family, for their future. And those are the people that I really like to work with. And I love to see and not wind up with some of my patients. Some of them have so many illnesses and disabilities, and a lot of it could be prevented. Not all, but a lot of it could, even if they just walked a little bit during their life. And a lot of them just didn't. Um, so I am a part-time physical therapist right now. I went back part-time after having my son. I was thinking after he was a year old, I would have to go back full-time because it was hard on us financially. But thanks for Beachbody, I don't have to. I get to stay with my part-time because I supplement enough with this, which is fantastic. The thing about me, I already said my husband's he's actually in the Navy Seabees. He's just a reserve, but he does go away occasionally for a month at a time. He's also a teacher. I love to travel. That was one of the things that got me as a Beachbody coach too. I remember a coach saying, you could just keep your bags packed as a coach. We have so many trips that you can win. And I was like, oh, I'm in. I need to go on vacation all the time. So that kind of got me also. So one of the reasons I really wanted to was because of the debt, the school loans, like Val was saying. I went out of school for 7 years for physical therapy. I have 7 years of out-of-state tuition. And I might make decent money as a PT, but those loans were not going down. And they weren't going to go down with that salary either. So to try to knock some of that off. Plus, we had a lot of credit card debt from putting our wedding on our credit cards. When I went out on maternity leave, state disability was just not cutting it. So we had a lot of credit cards racked up. So this way I could pay those off a little bit better. Let me see. Okay, everybody. Also, one of the things is my husband was talking about being deployed extra times to help pay off that credit card debt. Like, that's not something you want to do. You don't have to go fight in a war because you need to pay off some debt because you don't see how you can get ahead. And I figured I love doing this, so why not? Plus, for selfish reasons, now that they've been doing it. I have so many customers and coaches coming to me, how they lost weight, how they could keep up with their kids, how much better they feel. Even the coaches, how they're paying off their bills, their debts. And it feels really good. So some of it's a selfish reason I keep going to it. So next, how you earn. I'm sure everybody's interested in this. So first of all, as coaches, we all get a 25% discount. So that was the thing I was talking about in the beginning. So Shakeology, so if you become a coach and you get Shakeology, as a customer, Shakeology is $130 a month. So it comes up to a little more than $4 a day. As a coach, you get 25% off of that. So you would get your Shakeology for $99 a month. There is a coaching fee of $15.95 a month, and that's because they have customer service. If there's ever an issue, you or the customer can call them. They'll reship out stuff to you. They will help you. The customer service is fantastic. They deal with all the money. They deal with all the shipping. You find out what the people want, and then you can send them the email with the order, and everything goes right to Beachbody. So there's no handling of money or product. You also get websites. Beachbody does maintenance and keeps up with your websites, and that's how you sell. So that's where the $15.95 comes from. But but it still is cheaper because it comes out to $115 a month. Now, the thing what I was saying about military is if you're military or your spouse, you don't have to pay that $15.95 per month. There is no coaching fee at all. So you can just get your Shakeology for $99. So that's why I started joining. Also, all programs that you want, all the new programs, supplements that they have, They have face lotions, they have everything. You get 25% off of all of that. You also, besides now, how you make money off your sales is we also get 25% commission off everything we sell. So the cheapest challenge pack is $140. We get a $40 commission off of that. So we can get anywhere from 40 to like $70, $100 commission from one thing. Shakeology, we get $32. And the thing is once people start Shakeology and see the benefits, they want to continue with it because it's great. They're going to notice so many differences in their health, their energy levels, everything. And every month that they get Shakeology, you get that commission on top of it. So that's how it starts to add up. And it's not like we're looking to sell to 1 million people. Your goal, especially in the beginning, is to try to sell to 3 people a month. If you can sell 3 challenge packs to people, to 3 different people every month, you can do perfect in this company. So I have done the math too. If you sell 3 of this is the cheapest challenge packs, you would make $120 your first month. So basically your first purchase would be paid for. And by the end of the year, you'd be making already $1,200 for the month. And that's just from selling the cheapest challenge pack 3 times. The people continue on Shakeology. And there's a lot of other ways you still earn besides that. You do get team volume. So when you become a coach, one of the things we do is get other coaches to join our team. Once you get 2 coaches to join your team, you're what they call an Emerald coach. And then you make team volume off those 2 coaches and other coaches that were placed under you. It's a little confusing. If you do it, we would go over this more. But like I would be placing coaches under you, and you make team volume from all of those people. And as you go up in the rank, you make a higher amount of commission. So as a diamond coach, I have at least 8 coaches on my team, and I would be making a higher team volume off of all of them. That gets confusing, but just know that you get the 25% commission, and you get those team volume money. Also, there is trips and prizes. I have another slide about some of the trips, but even every month we get prizes. So if you sell 3 challenge packs in the month, you get a prize. Every month it's something different. You'll probably see some of us posting like the PIO shirt. We got a stability ball, agility ladder. I got a rolling cooler. I have a million different prizes, and it's great. Keeps you motivated. Free customer leads from Beachbody. So if you do sell those 3 challenge packs each month, the next month, people that sign up from seeing an infomercial or just going online, you get the commission from them. So you can get at least an extra $100 a month from those free customers that you didn't find, that just went on to beachbody.com and ordered. You also get other customer leads if you're an Emerald coach with people just buying a program. So with Beachbody, they want everybody to succeed. So instead of taking all the money, they give you the commission from it and want you to help them. And you put them in your challenge groups, help them lose weight, we answer their questions. There's so much support doing this. There's so much training. We have calls. We have our own team call each week. Then we're part of a bigger team. And our big team is the Bombshell Dynasty, which is the #1 team in the whole company. I think we have at least 4 people in the top 10. The #1 coach in the company is from the Bombshell Dynasty, and we have calls with them every week. Lots of training through them, Facebook groups through them, plus for our small team. So it's more one-on-one support. And I want you to think, what would you do with an extra income? How would it change your life? Even just a little bit. Say from now until Christmas, you made $700, $800. I mean, that's very reasonable. It's just selling a couple things. You'd be able to buy your Christmas gifts for your kids, for your family. I mean, I think that would be huge, just having that extra money for Christmas. I want you to think about that after the call. So this is an example of, so I've been in it for just about a year. So this was this is 1 a week paycheck after a year. So you'll see the different ways you can make money. So this is the retail commission. This is what I make just off my sales for the week. This is people that have a VIP membership. Then the team bonus is what I was saying, that's off my team. So I make a percentage of whatever my team did that week. Matching bonus is off my team also. And Fast Start bonus is off coaches that I signed up that week. So there's all different ways to make money. And besides that, I do actually have my husband as a coach under me, and I work his company also. So I just started that in July, so his isn't as much as mine, but I do get quite a bit of commission from his each week too, and a little bit from the team. His isn't as big as mine, but I do work both of our companies, and they work together. So that's a great option that you have. So this is 1 year in. So with his, I probably made like a little over 500 or so that week, and that's only in a week. So I don't think that's so bad, being that I love doing it. Then I'm going to show you Ashley's. She is our upline coach. She's been in it for 3 years, and I could show you a top coach in the company. Somebody that's making, there's a bunch of people over 40 that make over $1 million a year. I'm not going to show you those. I know her personally. This is extremely doable. So I wanted to show you what hers looks like. So this is 1 year into the company, and this is basically what mine looks like, which is why this slide makes me happy also. So you could see her retail, her team, and then she makes like 200 and something dollars for the week. It's after 1 year. After 2 years, oh, can you guys see this? You guys are my why. She makes this after 2 years, so almost $700 for the week. And you could see because she's building her team. That's why we help each other. We all help our coaches. We run things together. We want to see each other do good, and a lot of our money comes from that. Down here, you can see, can I move it down a little bit? Oh, no. But you can see at least the team volume here is already over 2,000. So she made probably close to $3,000 in the 1 week, and that's from being in it for 3 years. And she doesn't work 40 hours a week. She has her set times, and she works at night after she puts her kids to bed. She has 2 kids also. She started off as a hairstylist. She was able to quit, and now her husband was able to quit his job as a police officer, and that was all within 3 years. So you can see it goes up significantly. The first year is tough. We're not saying it's a get rich quick kind of thing. Some coaches start quicker than others, but the first year is pretty tough. But after you get through that mark, it goes up very steadily after that, if you stay consistent and you really want to do the business. So we want to put this quote in there, because it's crazy that some people feel that 2 to 5 years in the business is a long time to get rich, but don't feel that 40 years at the job is a long time to stay broke. A lot of people don't want to put in the time. If they don't make money in the first 2 or 3 months, they want to quit. They don't think it's going to work. It does take time. People need to know to trust you. They want to see you changing by using the products. And they need to know you're someone that they can come to and they can trust, that can help them lose weight or get healthier. So it does take some time, but 2 to 5 years. Or you could possibly be in your job for 40, not changing that much. So I opted for the 2 to 5 year mark, and I love doing it. And that's the whole thing. If you love fitness, you want the accountability, and it doesn't seem that bad. It'll fly by and you won't mind doing it at all. So this is some of our trips. So the Success Club trip, every year Beachbody does a trip, and you win that. It starts in January to January. Last year was a cruise. This year is Cancun. So we're going to Cancun in April. You get points by the challenge packs you sell. So this doesn't come out of your commission. This is just a point system. I was able to win my trip to Cancun this year after 6.5 months. That's totally paid. It's all-inclusive 5-star resort at Cancun. It's supposed to be beautiful, and that's for me and a guest. You can also win, it doesn't include air, but you can win that if you get a certain amount of points for the entire year every month. And I'm on my way to get $750 towards my airfare. So most likely I'll have that. So airfare and all-inclusive resort, 5-star for 2 people is all going to be paid for. And that's not including what I make each week. We have other trips too. I went to Vegas this year for Coach Summit, and that's a huge group of people. That's what the pictures down there. There's meetings. We learn a lot of stuff, how to help people, how to help our coaches, our customers. We do workouts with Chalene Johnson, Autumn, Shaun T. They're all there. We have parties, recognition parties. It was amazing. There's also leadership retreats. We're going to the Poconos this year also, all the diamond coaches on Ashley's team. She's bringing to the Poconos, and that will be in February. So I have quite a bit of trips coming up in the next year, and I don't mind. They do special things for new coaches. If you get what we call success starters in their first 3 months, your ticket for a summit, which is what I said I went to in Vegas, is totally free. Next year it will be in Nashville. You get a call with the CEO of the company. Also, the prizes that we get each month, free customer leads, and the bonuses I talked about. So there's a ton of trips. I mean, none of them are mandatory. You don't have to go if you don't want to go, but they are there and you can get them for free. What can you expect from this team? We have a Facebook group just for our coaches. We have our small one for our team. Then we have the bigger ones, the bombshell one. We have calls every week. We do new coach training. So starting next Monday, we're going to do a 30-day new coach training where we'll show you all about how to post on Facebook, how to find customers. We don't just go selling to our friends and family. You don't want to be that kind of person that everybody blocks who doesn't want to talk to. We just post what we do, talk about what we like, and we have other ways to find other customers also. And we'll teach you all of that. And we help each other. We all work together always. So if you're a new coach and you feel like you can't talk to somebody about coaching, you invite them onto a call like this. And people have been doing it for a while. We can tell them about it. And we can answer any questions. This is the coach training group I was just talking about. And now here's Dana.
How I got involved with coaching, why I became a coach. I've never really been big into fitness. I've always been one of those people who every year New Year's comes around and I always tell myself, okay, this year is going to be the year that I do it. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to get in shape. And like most people, it never happens. I'll go to the gym maybe a couple times for a few weeks and then I quit because it's just too much time. Whatever the excuses are, there are always 100 of them. And it never works out. This past summer, I actually started to get more motivated, and I actually saw an infomercial about the 21-day fix. I didn't know what it was, but I was watching it, and at the end, it said it was a Beachbody product, and it clicked that I realized, hey, that's what my friend Val has been posting about. That's what she's doing. This program looks like it might be something I could do and I could stick with. So I talked to her about it. 2 months ago, I became her customer. I ordered a challenge pack with the 21-day fix and chocolate Shakeology. Right away, I loved the program. I liked Shakeology. I didn't really love it at that point. I hadn't really found a recipe or a consistency that I really loved, which now I have, and I absolutely love it. Drink it every day. But at the time, I didn't love it yet, but I knew I wanted to give it more than just a month to get used to it. But after that first month, I kind of started to come up towards my next payment date for my next order. And the $130 was really kind of overwhelming me. When you break the cost of Shakeology down to the $4 a day, for the quality of the product that you're getting, that's a great value. But at the same time, $130 right up front can be a little bit overwhelming for someone who's trying to live on a budget. And I was getting pretty nervous about money. There were a lot of months where I had to take money from my savings account just to make sure I could pay my rent. So I was thinking about it. I was thinking about maybe becoming a coach, but there were a couple things that were really holding me back and concerning me. I didn't really know what a coach was, and I was concerned that if I did it just for the discount, I might be letting my team down if I wasn't putting that much effort in, wasn't really contributing to the team volume. I didn't really want to not pull my own weight. So then I started thinking, well, what if I do put in the work? What if I really try to be successful with it? And the thought came to my mind, well, who's going to trust me? Who's going to take me seriously? I've never been the face of fitness. I've been out of shape and overweight my whole life. So the thought of posting about a fitness program or anything about health related stuff seemed kind of uncomfortable to me because I didn't think anybody would respond to it positively. So I kept going back and forth. Then my coach Val told me that one of the Bombshell Dynasty coaches was doing a coaching opportunity call just like this one. So I figured, you know what, why not? I'm on the fence. I might as well just go on, listen to the call, and make my decision. So one of the things that she was talking about in the call was how there are 3 different types of Beachbody coaches. There's the kind of coach who's actively working the business and aiming for all that stuff that Stephanie was just talking about. And then there's also the type of coach who's really just working on themselves, trying to get to their goal fitness level, their goal weight, trying to make the products work for them. And then they're kind of waiting to see the results and letting that speak for the products. And then there's the discount coach, who the only reason that they're signing up is strictly for a discount. Like Stephanie was saying, they don't have to do anything. That's exactly what I needed to hear to decide that I was going to do the coaching. Just the fact that knowing that my team wouldn't be let down or disappointed in me if I didn't do anything but just have a discount really made my decision. As soon as I got off the call, I texted Val. I was like, I'm going to do it. Sign me up. I'm going to be a coach. So I went into it thinking that I was going to do it strictly for the discount. But what I found in the past 7 to 8 weeks that I've been using the products is my best tool for success are going to be my results. In just the 7 weeks that I've been doing the 21-day fix and drinking Shakeology, I've lost almost 10 pounds. And I'm feeling myself get stronger. I'm feeling the changes. I'm posting not a lot every now and then. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback on Facebook, on Instagram. People at work are making comments saying, you look like you're losing weight. I'm so impressed with everything you've been doing, everything you've been posting. And I can tell that this is going to work for me. I still have a long way to go before I hit my goal weight and my goal fitness level, but I know that this is going to work. And when I really start to get closer to that point and I start noticing a lot more drastic changes, other people are going to notice too, and they're going to want to know what I'm doing. So I just want everyone to kind of think about if you fall into one of those 3 categories. Think about what you might want to get out of coaching, if it has to do with really working the business, if you just kind of want to wait and see your progress, or if you strictly want the discount. If you fall within one of those 3 categories, do it. You have nothing to lose. I mean, at the very least, if you love the products and you're going to use them, you might as well get a discount for it. I absolutely love what Beachbody has given me. Not only am I starting to notice a physical difference with the products that I'm using, just in the 2 months, the amount of support that I get from not only the other coaches on my team, but just the customers in these challenge groups and support groups online. It's just so comforting, and I feel so much more comfortable posting not only about my successes, but about my failures. And the amount that my confidence and my self-esteem has risen in the past 2 months, I've never felt better about myself. And I don't even I don't even have that many physical changes yet. And I know that it's just only going up from here. So, I mean, even if you just want to sign up as a discount coach and just have the discount, that's fine, that's great. But you have the option of down the road, if you want more out of it, you can absolutely get more out of it. Coaching is 100% whatever you truly want it to be. I was lucky enough that a call like this really opened my eyes to that and let me know that I don't have to put into it any more or any less than what I want to do. So I hope that my story or this call kind of helped answer any of your questions. If any of you had the same concerns or questions that I did, I hope we helped you find an answer if you're kind of on the fence. So that's it.
All right, so if you loved the call and you decided you wanted to join us, how you would make it official is there is a $40 coach sign-up fee, but that gets waived if you buy a challenge pack. If you have bought a challenge pack in the past, you would pay it, but you would get reimbursed within 2 to 3 days. It doesn't even have to be recently. It could be any time in the past. And that's really what we stress, is because you have to be a product of the product. You don't want to just sell something and be a salesman. So if you buy one of the challenge packs, then there is no $40 fee. I told you about the $15.95 monthly coaching fee, but with the Shakeology discounted, it still winds up being a discount. There's no annual fees, there's no long-term commitment, no sale requirements, no inventory or shipping required. You can quit at any time. If you decide to coach and you want to quit 2 weeks later, you can do that too. And there is also a 30-day money-back guarantee if you don't like the products. So you could literally sign up as a coach and then hate it, which you're not going to hate it, but you could get your money back also. And like I said, for military, you don't pay that $15.95 monthly fee. So if you decided you want to join us, please contact whoever invited you to this call or sent you the recording, and we can answer any other questions and we can help you get started. All right. Thanks, guys. If there's any questions, you can ask us now too if you're on the phone or on the computer. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask us now? Now's your chance. All right. Well, if you have questions, please ask whoever invited you into the group, and I hope to see all you guys soon. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.
Bye.